Hello everyone, this is Norcda Childa here, and welcome back to another Geometry Dash Update 2.2 sneak peek review. We had the first two sneak peeks showing off two of the new levels, main levels, in Geometry Dash 2.2, but 4 days ago, RobTop released Sneak Peek 3, which was really interesting to see. And yeah, it kind of just showcases platformer mode. We'll get into it. I'm sorry this video is out a little late. I was traveling, I was wrapping up a semester in Paris. This video kind of came out when I was finishing up the semester and coming back home to the US. But here we are to review it. And it's really interesting because I think this is the first sneak peek that is actually called a sneak peek that is not going to be a main level, unless this is a main level. But let's just get right into showing off platformer mode. So, ambient castle cave setting. We got all the drippy animations, coins, and a big thing right off the bat is the sound effects. You have all the jump animations, you have all the little flickery animations, the pixel stuff. We've seen all this. But now you've got some sound effects in here, and this was a big thing to kind of have a first impression on everyone, I guess, in the sneak peek. Going forward, you have a similar thing with these boxes, and they have a really cool effect of falling into the green, slimy lava, whatever, below. Really cool swinging animation on that cage. Again, just really... What I kind of took away from this is it feels very lived in. It feels like every little detail is being put in the right place to kind of create the atmosphere of a game. I mean, obviously a lot of people are making references to Super Mario and Celeste, and obviously the background is kind of giving that vibe, and the dark, creepy feeling, as well as the collection noises and the Mario jump noise with the jump ring. So I think that's a really cool touch there. Again, just showing the wide range of sound effects being used. And this is really cool too. This fragmented, broken diamond shape, which looks really cool on its own, but as you move through it, a strike of lightning and another sound effect and a glitter of particles shows that it's a checkpoint. It looks the same as the practice mode checkpoint, which is kind of interesting. I wonder if you can customize that. You probably can, because 2.2 is just endlessly customizable. But really cool in platformer mode to see that there are checkpoints, and if you die, you can restart there, and that just gives a whole new range of options with levels. And Geometry Dash is all about doing things in one attempt, right? But this adds a whole new layer, and just really another way to make platformer mode really stand out from the regular mode that we all know and love. So jumping through the boxes here, and we have a little fireball section, a little trippy, all kind of being shot out. I really like the animation that's kind of like the charge for the fireballs, and the impact animations as well. The impact animations look really fluid. RobTop did comment on Twitter that there's a new trigger that kind of links with the spawn trigger, I think, where you can kind of do things from left to right. Yeah, so it's an option called spawn in order, and I'm not really sure how it works. Again, I've kind of been out of touch with the level editor for years now. But it's just a cool option to kind of have a little sequence like this that can definitely repeat, and have maybe all this packaged into one trigger, so you can assign all 5 of these cannons to the same trigger and assign it in order, so the trigger kind of knows the order in which they're placed and will fire off the fireballs at that rate. So a really cool feature then that can just kind of repeat endlessly, and cool how it's all packaged into a new trigger. Again, all the sprites, all the pixels are really cool. Nice vertical section, getting to jump through the platforms coming from the bottom and landing on the top, very similar to Mario and Celeste and things like that. So very cool mechanics, just things you would expect in any platformer game. Moving on, a really cool bridge feature, again, maybe with the spawn in order, because it's, you know, kind of continuing and you have an order of these blocks. Really cool. The chain movement is really cool. That's just probably a move trigger, or not too crazy new there, but a really cool effect. And I love it. I love how dynamic it is. I love how every kind of turn in this level is showcasing a new thing. Yeah, as I said before, it just feels lived in. It feels like you're really going through, traversing this castle. These saws here, I like the kind of, the fluid motion between the colors, and being able to kind of have maybe an alpha trigger that's able to cycle through the colors in one motion, or maybe that's a toggle instead of manually going from color to color. I think that's really cool. And moving on, hitting another checkpoint. More cool moving platforms with the gears, rotating trigger and things like that, but again, really dynamic and fluid, and just it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And we have that blue coin in the corner, which, if you've played Mario, you know that different coins have different meanings. Also, it kind of reminds me of the blue studs in Lego games, but maybe that's not related. And we're moving on. We have these little banners in this big open section here. That bat effect is actually really sick, and that actually may be one of my favorite things. They're all kind of laying on the floor. I don't even know if this is like a sprite or this is manual. Again, I think this is one of the sneak peeks that has blown me away the most in terms of the depth of new things. So seeing all these bats just fly away, you have the cool sound effects. Again, don't know if that's specific movement to each bat or if that's its own new sprite. And we come to a mysterious door. And I like how the music stops too. Maybe you can control the music and the sound effects super specifically. We have this camera robot guy sensing us. Again, don't fully know how that was made.
I see you.
Ooh, very creepy. And the door opens. The sound effects are just so incredible, combined with the colors and the fading in and the glow and all that. And entering into there after resting on this blue pad and getting analyzed and scanned. Very cool stuff, dude. Oh my god. I mean, that on its own was so sick. Just a great little like level showcasing all this new crazy stuff. Yeah, it just feels so vibey. So like it captures the essence, and that really is, I think, what the sound effects do. Just adding another layer of immersion. And as you can see here, as we enter the editor, there is an SFX trigger with a cute little music note. And there is a database of all of these sound effects that RobTop has added. Wide range of explosions, destruction, fire and flames, footsteps, machines, robots, voice, weapons, futuristic, historical. And he's playing some sniper rifle ones here. Going back to voice, cartoon pirate. Kind of funny, and you can change the speed, you can change the pitch, the volume, the reverb, all this stuff. You can loop it, right? Really cool stuff. You can assign it to a touch trigger or a spawn trigger, so when you hit a certain point in the level, that sound will go off, or touch something, it'll go off, right? So much cool new stuff. There is a lot of potential for abuse. RobTop has already stated that you can't upload your own sounds, right? Because that would kind of get very out of hand very quickly. So it's all going to kind of go through RobTop, which is good. Obviously more work for him, but I think that makes sense to kind of create a database that he can actually update remotely. He said that, so he can kind of update these as he sees fit. It doesn't have to come packaged in a new title update. It can just be done remotely. That's the main takeaway, I think, from Sneak Peek 3. The checkpoints are another big takeaway, I would say. We haven't really seen that yet, so that's a massive one. Obviously, the sound effect system is massive to just add to the multimedia experience of level making. And as you saw, the music did fade out. So maybe you can kind of play with that, splice the music around and put in a more silent section and create a darker ambience. And it's just the possibilities for storytelling. As you can see, this is kind of like a story with, I see you and all that. Wide range of things. Just beautiful, beautiful stuff. And the sound effects, honestly, something I didn't even think about. I didn't think this could be a feature. I didn't really think this would be an option. But now that it's going to be in the game, I think it really opens up a lot of possibilities. Really exciting stuff to see. As always, it's great to see what RobTop is making. And then you just know that creators are going to go crazy with what they make. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of unhinged, I think. We're going from 2.1, which is a lot of capabilities, but with platformer mode and all the stuff that you can do in the normal mode that we have now with just playing through a level normally, there's just a lot of room for creativity, and it's going to be a lot at once, but it's going to all be so fresh and exciting. I love how the sneak peek was random too. You kind of dropped this, which is really fun, and hoping for more spontaneous things like that. And yeah, overall, great new stuff. Everything looks great. Everything looks so incredibly immersive, and the sound effects are a nice touch overall. It doesn't even feel like the same game. I think that's a lot of people would have that takeaway. So thank you guys for watching. It has been Norcda Childa reviewing Geometry Dash Update 2.2 Sneak Peek 3. This game is just getting crazy, guys. It's just getting insane. I don't know if saying that this summer the update could come out is too presumptuous, but I think there's a pretty good chance it'll be 2023. We're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. That's about it for me, guys. Hope you enjoy. Hope to do a few more videos this summer. We'll see kind of how my schedule is looking like, but thank you all for watching. Leave your thoughts on the sneak peek in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.